Hello, Divine Feminine. Welcome to your power message for Tuesday. So, on Sunday, I did a very powerful video because I talked about trauma release and what's really going on. And if you've been experiencing physical things over the weekend, if you've been experiencing pain in the physical self and it's been affecting your body and mind, if it's been driving you a bit crazy, if you haven't known what's going on, you've needed answers, I feel that video may have really brought in a release because you're going through a release right now to prepare for the next stage of your journey, whether that's union or it's reunion or it's something you want physically to create in your life or it's towards, the next chapter in your career, or it's something brand new, maybe it's a house move. Whatever it is, it's like you're being reborn. They're showing me a snake. When we shed the skin, we're reborn. So we're stepping out of one outfit into the next. They're showing me like on stage where, people have quick changes. So you may be taking one outfit off to put on the next one. So you're getting ready for the new. So things are coming up to the surface for healing. So if you've been experiencing physical things, if you've been hurting, if you've been having pain in the body, if you've been having headaches, pressure, releasing things, cold and flu-like symptoms even, feeling cold in the body, that's why. And I'm going to be talking about this in the masculine reading today because another sign to have compassion for your twin because they are going through it physically. So if you aren't going through it physically right now, your twin is. So you have to trust that all is well. This is why they're quiet, silent, because they're going through things in the body, things in the mind, emotions, and they need time to heal. They need time. You know what it's like when you're going through something physically. When you're not feeling very well, you don't want to be around people. You don't want to talk about it. You just want to get better. And that's what you focus on. And that's what the masculines are focusing on, getting better so they can be with you the right way. So I want to bring in for the feminine today. I'm going to start with a loving word from Jesus. So what does Jesus want us all to know today? He's saying, what things soever you desire. So he's saying, whatever you desire, whatever you're wanting right now, whether it's, more money or it's a certain career or it's a nice house or it's your relationship manifesting in the physical with your twin or it's to feel healthier, happier, more in tune with yourself. When you pray, which means you ask for help, you call on the angels, you trust that you're not alone. When you ask for help, you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. So Jesus saying, this is really about you believing you deserve the best. You deserve this love. You deserve this situation. You deserve this job. You deserve this health. You deserve all things that you crave. That's your birthright. But a lot of the times we don't believe we deserve them because we have self-worth issues connected with wounds that we have to release. So there's a deep trauma release going on right now, a deep healing, because we're saying to our own self, I'm done. I'm done with this. I know I deserve these things. I know it's my birthright to be happy. I know I deserve to have good in my life. Thank you for allowing me to manifest it. So of course, any beliefs that are holding you back, anything toxic, anything that isn't giving you what you deserve or what you need, it's got to go. And when the water rabbit came in at the end of January, it said, right, I'm bringing plenty of opportunities for you, but you have to do the work. You can't carry around toxins any longer. You can't stay in painful situations any longer. You can't hold on to guilt any longer. You've got to forgive yourself and release. You've got to have the strength and courage to walk away from those people, situations and things that no longer do it for you. And if you don't, you're going to find it hard. You're going to struggle. You're going to have physical things going on. You're going to have pain in the body. You're going to find it hard to get up in the morning. You're going to find it hard to walk around and do what you were trying to do because you're being guided to do something else. So this is where we are right now. It's time to have a good, long look at our life and say, okay, things have got to change. And you may be absolutely satisfied with all the things you've got now. Your home, maybe you love your job. You may have a great career. You may have money. You may feel good in yourself. But if you're not feeling good about your connection, that's what has to change. That's going to bring in pain and struggle. So it's about forgiving the past, moving on from it and being in the now and saying, I trust that all is well. I know that everything they are learning is for our connection, for the highest good of all. I understand this time away from them is serving me as well as them. It's working for the good of the connection instead of working against it. So it's about looking at it in a different way. So I'm going to bring in Mary, Queen of Angels, Mother Mary. What does Mother Mary want to say to us as Divine Feminines today? Quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. So we're being reminded that all we have to do sometimes to understand, to gain clarity, to know what the next step is, to feel a healing, is to connect with ourselves. To connect with ourselves, with Source, with our angels, with our guides, and to listen. When we meditate, we receive. So when we pray, which is what Jesus is saying, he's saying pray. Because when we pray, we ask for help, we ask for support, we ask for an understanding, we ask to receive answers. When we meditate, when we quiet our mind, we're able to receive what we've asked for. We're able to be at peace with where we are, to be in a receptive energy to receive that. So whether it's mindful meditation, doing things you love to do, or quieting your mind, or doing an actual guided meditation, it's allowing yourself to be in a state of allowing that brings in the healing. So I'm really feeling the angels are very clear right now. You know, Jesus is saying to you, Jesus, not an angel, Jesus himself is saying, I want to be able to give these things to you, whatsoever you desire. That means when you desire it, when you're not focused on the lack of it, you focus on the having of it. They give me fear, out of fear. When you believe, you don't fear. Hey, when you believe, you have faith. Faith is different than fear, faith over fear. So we have to believe that we are manifesting, believe that we are deserving, believe that we are worthy, that we are valuable, that we are strong. And then go into a quiet time, which means you're okay with the separation. You're okay when they're not replying to you. You're okay because you're doing your own thing. And that's being very honest with yourself. It says honesty. I'm in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. So how do you really feel about what's going on right now? Is it hurting your heart? Is it hurting your body? Be at peace. Be honest with yourself and take action accordingly. It says, today I take action related to the priorities that I've previously put off. So you may have been putting something off because you've been going through pain, or because you haven't seen things clearly, or because you've expected someone else to do it for you. You've put it off because you thought, oh, I'll do that when I'm with my twin, when we're in union. Do it now. The time is now. In giving and receiving, I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. So this really is about asking and receiving. It's about giving and receiving. It's about balance. And this is where we are. This is why things are coming up to the surface for healing. And I know it's painful. I know you're going through excruciating pain and struggle. You're going through things in the physical self right now. But you will get through this, and this too shall pass. Whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. So I also want to bring in the Archangel Raphael Oracle of Healing. This is one of my decks. So what do we need to know? What's the energy for the day? And then we're going to bring in the book. So the message is hearing test. So the treatment is a hearing test. Now that doesn't necessarily mean you've got to go and have your ears tested. Okay, maybe some of you have done that because maybe you've been having tinnitus, or you've been having ringing in the ears, you've been having a blocked ear. You may have been having earwax. And this is really interesting, this has come out, because I'm going to be talking about earwax in the masculine reading today, because I feel there's been extra earwax, or feeling like there's stuck in the ears and earwax is there. You know, this is all we need to do. We just need to silence our mind to hear the answers, to hear the truth, instead of being ready to talk or talking over something or not being ready to listen. So this is really about being able to listen. And the treatment is to calm down. You know, to calm down when we're panicking because we're going through something, whether we've just been blocked and we're panicking because we want to clear the air, or we're panicking because of a karmic situation, or we're panicking because we're feeling things physically and we don't know what to do. We're worried we're going to, pop off. We don't know what's happening. Calm down. The angel's saying calm down and get it checked out for your own peace of mind. So I'm feeling that some of you are doing this, okay? You're getting things checked out for your own peace of mind. And it's so important you do this if this is, what you're feeling. I've been there so many times, where I've felt something physical. I've known it's ascension, or I've known it's collective energy, or I know it's been connected with my journey. And I've gone and had it checked out and there's been nothing wrong. So physically, there's been nothing wrong, but I've felt it physical. And just getting it checked out, just by hearing those words by a professional, you're okay, even though you've been told that by your higher self, or you've been told that by your angels. When you go and see someone and they reassure you, you do feel better. Maybe you want to go for a hearing test to reassure yourself there's nothing wrong. So this won't resonate with everyone, but there may just be that one person watching who's been stressing out about something wrong with your ears or earwax, and it could just be a build-up of earwax. Okay, calm down, listen. It may be that you need to listen, and this may be the answer that you need. Get it checked out for your own peace of mind. So let's bring in the daily guidance from the angels. So the message for this day then is daydream. It says, when you let your thoughts float as free as kites on a summer breeze, you never know what creative inspiration you'll encounter. So give your imagination a long leash and watch where it takes you today. And I feel this is also about being the observer of your thoughts, allowing yourself to feel and think and observe what's going on. And if a negative thought floats by, just observe it from a place of, freedom and power and, higher energy, so you don't judge it and allow it to flow by. So you notice it, you understand what it brings up in the body. It may bring up feelings of negativity. It may bring up frustration, but then you calm yourself down and you let it flow by. Great works of art are conceived of during daydreams by people who have the courage to merely observe instead of trying to control their thoughts. So this is really about observing what's going on around you, being the observer of your life, what's going on with your body, with your health, with your vibration. And think about a what-if scenario where all limits are lifted, and imagine that your greatest dream is realised and continue the story from there. So the what-if scenarios can be good or bad, because the what-ifs can be, wow, what if this happened? And we see it as magical. And when we allow the ego to come in, when we are not the observer, the ego will try and control it with a fear-based what-if scenario, and that can bring up struggle. So we have to observe in a higher place. The magic of this process is that it consciously connects you to the universal mind, a process that usually occurs by accident. Keep paper and pen nearby so you can write about your experiences in a daydream journal. Although it's often considered a frivolous activity, you'll find wonderfully down-to-earth instructions, guidance and answers during each session. Sweet daydreams. So allow yourself to dream big, to think, to plan, to process, to visualize, because that creates the way. And write down what you may be experiencing. Whenever I go through something, if it's a physical thing I'm connecting with the divine masculine, I'll make a note of it. So I'm aware. So I feel, but the angels bring in other ways, like I wrote down earwax on my piece of paper for the masculine energy, but the angels are saying hearing test. So the angels bring out the message. So say if you forget to write it down and you've forgotten about it, the angels will bring it into your awareness in a different way. Either it'll pop in your mind, or you'll see it somewhere, or you'll hear it, and you'll know what to do. So the thought for today is, I daydream and take a journey to magical places where I experience wondrous adventures and infinite possibilities. I allow myself to wander and grow, breaking free of previous limits, and when I let my mind soar, I reach up to heaven and I bring it down to earth. Isn't that powerful? Reach up to heaven and bring it down to earth. That means that you are grasping your dreams. Whatever's been created in your vortex is coming into your physical world, and you're feeling stronger and better. So if you are going through anything today that feels out of sync with you, if you're afraid, if you're worried, first of all, calm yourself down and breathe. You just may need to get your thoughts in order and listen to the guidance you're receiving to feel more at peace and to know all is well. But if you feel you want to get something checked out for your own peace of mind, do that. If you want to have a hearing test for your own peace of mind, do that. But don't be surprised if it all comes back clear, that you are healthy and well and there's nothing physically wrong, because you're going through a DNA upgrade, a big form of ascension and trauma release. And that trauma release is really like stepping out of one outfit into the next. It's like you've got a big coat on, you take that off and then you put a new one on. Or you take off an old pair of shoes and put on a new pair of shoes, because you're being prepared for what's ahead. And wherever you walk into, the angels are already there helping you. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.